everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 2. Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 1, rather. In the last part, we started off the game, and now we're going to start infiltrating Shadow Moses Island. Well, at least, really, going through it. The first area was pretty much a tutorial, if anything. Now, first off, you want to go get those chaff grenades there in the middle, and then this SOCOM here, because, guns are useful. I've actually gone through the game without getting the SOCOM. It's a pain.
A surveillance camera?
Yeah. Whoa, that is some massive slowdown. I guess even Fraps has that. Surveillance cameras, though, aren't that big of a deal. As long as you hide under them and pretty much in their blind spot when they're not looking at you, you're pretty good at it. You can get past them. However, that doesn't stop the normal guards from being a pain in the ass like this guy, because he gives me my first alert phase. Ah, well, I wasn't going for the big boss ranking anyway. In fact, the game does rank you at the end of the... after you beat it, which is one of the systems that I think needs to die. Jesus Christ, that guy was up here fast. And the best one is a big boss ranking. To get that is obscene. I think you need to beat the game in under 3 hours, no deaths, no alert scenes, no kills either, so you have to knock everyone out, which I think you can do by punching them enough times. Why am I standing still? Oh, that's right, I thought a cutscene was going to activate. And also, my mouse accidentally clicked me out of my window during this codec conversation, and that activated that weird, audio problem I was talking about last part that I had when initially trying to record the game. I'm not gonna stay silent over this one, because there's one in a cutscene later on that you'll be able to hear quite easily. But it's, kind of annoying. I'm just glad it only is happening during certain cutscenes right now, instead of the entire game like it was last time. That sounded atrocious the first time I tried to record it. Ugh. And now we have Master Miller. He's actually a character who was in the PSP games. He was also an old friend of a Big Boss, I believe, but that may have been different Miller. That may have been this guy's father, for all I know. But when you call him on the codec, he gives you some really weird survival advice that does not fit the situations you're in at all, so never call him. There's also another person who I'm not going to be calling through the game, Nastasha Romanenko. She gives you advice on weapons and how to fight bosses more effectively, but I don't need it.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell on the first floor.
That was convenient.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying.
Hey.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell? Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3.
Hey, I've only killed 1.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. See, he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
Well, that was convenient timing for us listening to that, wasn't it? Yes, the DARPA chief is on the first floor basement of this. I accidentally go to the second floor basement too, accidentally, because that's something that I always think to do, but that's not until after the next sequence of events that you have to do that. Now, I'm using a ration right there because I know for a fact there's a ration at the end of this event, which is always there. The items aren't randomized when they're on the field. They're only randomized when they're dropped from enemies, and even then, enemies will more than often than not just drop ammo for any kind of gun you have or rations. And that's just a call from Campbell telling you how to go down from the vent and onto the ladders. Just press the action button, which in my case is always circle. Yay! And directly to the left, you got some more chaff grenades, but I don't need them. Now keep an eye on these cameras, because they can actually be a very big pain in the ass. Now, we'll go into this room right here, right now, because it's kind of helpful to go in here now than later, because this door will be closed later on. Because down here, we got the thermal goggles. These don't seem like they'd be very useful right now, but later on, they will be a godsend. Before the second major boss, actually. Well, actually, more like the overall second boss, because, wait, isn't it second? Yeah, it's the second boss I'm thinking of. Now, I'm not sure if this is just me thinking that it works or not, but if you unequip and re-equip your weapon with the R1 button, the way Snake moves makes the grate sound go away, which... the sound that the grates make, rather, when you step on them, it can attract enemies, so watch out for that. Now, one thing I didn't mention is that you can also flip enemies over when you're fighting them. How you do that is that you move towards them and press the square button. However, I prefer the chokehold them because that's a kill, not a knockout. And, it's more reliable to kill them. And now the elevators. For some reason, it activated on the first try here, but normally you have to wait for the elevator, which is very accurate to real life, I can say. But if you press the button right after... If you press the button right after you press it the first time, it'll arrive immediately. So, a quick little shortcut tip there. Why does this music remind me of Super Mario RPG? Superstar Saga, rather. And that's a call from Campbell saying that the green dot that we saw on the map to the right of the elevator is the DARPA chief. And this is a call from Campbell telling you how to get up ladders. Press the action button. The vents in this game look so terrible. In fact, you can actually see some of the textures, not texture. Would it be textures? Yeah, I'd say it's textures, pop every now and then because of draw distance, I guess.
Ugh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
You forgot to flush! Well, that was random. That's actually a bit of a running theme in every Metal Gear game, at least with the first two. I'm not so sure about Metal Gear Solid 3 and 4, that there's always a guy in the toilet that you can look up or look down upon. In fact, I think in Metal Gear Solid 2 you can land on the guy. I don't know, it's been a while since I played 2, which I really need to go back and play. That was a great game. And we're coming up on the DARPA chief, actually. But first...
Is that a woman? Not you.
The fuck was that beeping sound? And now, actually, one little funny Easter egg that you can do with her is that if you enter and exit and re-enter the vent a couple times, she'll be doing other exercise things, and she'll actually change out of her pants and just be wearing panties and a shirt.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true.
Donald Anderson. A rarity in the Metal Gear series. A black man.
In case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How soundproof are these walls to the point where you can hear the person directly through them?
This place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal
Dun
Gear.
dun dun!
It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past.
Metal Gear 1 and 2.
That's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, It's grown into a huge joint project between Armstech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will you?
I love that voice clip.
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Armstech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker.
You gotta love how everyone talks by nodding.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Armstech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission.
The hell?
As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha.
Don't get me summed up as magic.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorist demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon?
Oh, you fool, you said the P word.
Is it?
Hey, what happened?
Give me a hug.
Dead.
Jesus Christ, that was 8 minutes of cutscenes pretty, it gets worse later on, too. But, yeah, that just happened. apparently the Pentagon can cause heart attacks at will. Well, shit. Don't fuck with America. Ah, well, at least America in the 90s. Nowadays, not so much.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the files?
Well, but still, that's 2 to the death count so far in the game. Let's keep count of that. 2 people dead.
We don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
So now I have to find Baker. Well, yeah. By the way, I like how you can crouch and investigate his body. That's rather nice. And underneath his bed, if you didn't get one before, there's a ration. And something is happening outside this door. So, anyone feel like taking a shit? Maybe a piss? Just me? Alrighty. Something's happening out there, that's for sure. And there's some maggots on the floor. The hell? Alrighty, then I'm not sure if I should actually head out there or not, but we have to progress, so... What the fuck?
Don't move. So you killed the chief. You bastard.
You killed Kenny!
Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move.
There's the audio problem.
Your hands are chicken.
Pretty bad, huh?
Can you shoot you, Bucky?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
That nervous mother glance they're scared look in your eyes. They're rookie.
Can you imagine an entire game with this going on? Yeah, can you see why I canceled this game for so long?
I'm too much.
You haven't even taken the safety of a rookie.
I'm no rookie.
Not one of them are them, are you?
Open that door. You've got to talk, don't you?
But why?
So get the hell out of here.
What will be a little in a lady? What are you doing? Shoot!
And now you have this part where you pretty much have to go through a couple waves of 3 enemies at a time. And this is where I start being really reckless in this game, because I don't care about my ranking at the end. I feel like knocking the shit out of everyone. And the thing is, the 2-punch kick combo is actually really ineffective for doing in enemies, because it takes like 3 to 5 combos to do.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
As I was saying, it takes like 3 to 5 combos to take someone out, which is kind of ineffective. And also, Jesus Christ, girl, you murdered those people. Why can't you do that to all these? I guess the reload time maybe, but if you didn't get the SOCOM, this is probably one of the hardest points in the game, because I don't see you're going to be able to win this. Or the first boss, but for that matter, unless you can somehow catch up to the first boss and punch him, / her. And you gotta love how these Genome soldiers all have the exact same cry. 90s gaming. Before Resident Evil 3, when every zombie, hey, that grenade did not hit me. Hit boxes. By the way, I love the encounter music. That was going to be the original intro theme before the main theme came along.
Thanks for that.
Welcome.
Wait!
That ass.
Who are you?
Of course Snake would look at the ass.
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
What the hell was that? The hell am I looking at? Oh, that's a badass code.
Like that.
Well, all that just happened. I'm not sure what to say about that.
I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it
But,
from a nanomachine?
with that weirdness, I'm pretty much gonna need to end things off here.
Psychometric interference.
Damn it, I forgot how weird this game's story was. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Play Metal Gear Solid, we'll hopefully go find the Armstead president, Kenneth Baker, and continue on. Also, you have to have the keycard equipped to use it. And this guy's still naked here. Odd. Alrighty then. I have no words. See you guys then, I guess.